Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this session, we are going to talk about a small MCQ in pharmacology. Okay, so I'm going to read out the question for you. Which are the following about paracetamol is true? Okay, so it is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. It has a strong anti-inflammatory effects as brufen. It acts by peripheral inhibition of COX enzymes. It is an analgesic, antipyretic without significant anti-inflammatory action. Okay, so how many of you know that paracetamol is not actually an NSAID? Okay, why is? You have certain receptors in your brain. Okay, it is called as cannabinoid receptors. Okay, so most of us, we get midnight cravings, right? At 12 o'clock or early in the morning, we crave for pizzas or whatever it may be. This is mainly because of these receptors. Okay, so cannabinoid receptors, they are present in the CNS. Okay, so these receptors, they have two types, CB1 and CB2. So CB1 mainly acts in the CNS and CB2 acts in the peripheries. Okay, so paracetamol, what it will do is it will act on cannabinoid receptor CB1. So it will act only in the CNS. It is not going to act in the peripheries. So because it is not going to act in the peripheries, there is no anti-inflammatory or anti-platelet action. Okay, so it is not going to induce bleeding. Okay, so it acts in the CNS and that reduces the pain. Okay, and it inhibits prostaglandins. Prostaglandins are mainly responsible for the cardinal signs of inflammation: tumor, pallor, rubor, calor, loss of function, all those things. So it is going to inhibit prostaglandins. It reduces fever. So paracetamol has only two effects. It is an antipyretic and analgesic. It is not an anti-inflammatory, so it cannot be classified under NSAID. Then what is its classification? So it will come under non-opioid, analgesic and anti-inflammatory. Okay, so paracetamol, if you see, it releases a very, very toxic metabolite. Okay, N-acetyl P benzoquinone imine. Okay, so this is one of the very, very, very toxic metabolite which is released by the paracetamol, and that is going to cause liver damage. Okay, so what is the main drawback or adverse effects of paracetamol is it is hepatotoxic. It is going to cause liver damage. Okay, so if we take a look at this, whenever this toxic compound is released, our body is definitely going to respond to it, right? So glutathione, which is an antioxidant, it neutralizes or it fights against benzoquinone imine. But at some point of time, when the paracetamol dose increases, the glutathione depletes, and that is going to result in liver damage. So what happens when there is excess amount of paracetamol in the body? What happens when there is a paracetamol overdoses? I'm going to give, there's something called as N-acetyl cysteine. So N-acetyl cysteine is an antidote for paracetamol. What it is going to do, it is going to increase the glutathione secretion that is going to fight against the N-acetyl P benzoquinone imine, which is a toxic metabolite released by the paracetamol. So can you understand the cycle? Yes. So what is the dosage of paracetamol? Dosage of paracetamol will be, for adults, it will be 500 to 1000 mg for every 4 to 6 hours. Maximum dose will be 4000 mg or 4 grams. For children, it will be 10 to 15 mg. Okay, 10 to 15 mg for 4 to 6 hours per kg. 10 to 15 mg per kg for 4 to 6 hours. So this will give you a basic idea about paracetamol. So now we are going to solve this MCQ. Okay, so now you are going to tell me which option will suit the best. So I'm going to rule out paracetamol as an NSAID. It is not an NSAID. Okay, and it is a strong anti-inflammatory. No, it has no anti-inflammatory action because it is going to act only on CB1 receptor, which is present in the CNS, which acts centrally and not peripherally. So there is no peripheral action. Okay, and this option is ruled out. This option is ruled out. It acts by peripheral inhibition of COX enzymes. No, it acts centrally. Okay, this option is ruled out. So we have come to a conclusion that it is an analgesic, antipyretic, and it has no anti-inflammatory action. Okay, so thank you so much for watching the video. Have a great day.